Most people misunderstand opportunity zones, and that's costing them millions in future taxes. Opportunity zones, or OZs, are federally designated census tracts designed to encourage long-term investment in underserved communities. But here's the part most people miss. When you own or invest through the right structure, opportunity zones can allow you to defer and potentially eliminate federal capital gains taxes while still owning real income-producing property, not speculative land, not empty development sites, real buildings, real cash flow. Let me break down what this means, especially for auto-related commercial properties, and why 7028 Canby in Los Angeles deserves a closer look. To understand why this works, you need to know what makes opportunity zones different in the first place. Opportunity zones reward patience, not flipping. Opportunity zones were created under the 2017 Tax Cut and Jobs Act to attract private capital into economically challenged areas by rewarding long-term ownership, not speculation. When investors reinvest capital gains into an Oz project, typically through a qualified opportunity fund or QOF, the tax code can offer three powerful benefits. First, capital gains tax deferral until the earlier of selling the investment or December 31st, 2026. Second, potential tax-free appreciation on the Oz investment itself if it's held for 10 years or more. And third, when structured correctly, elimination of depreciation recapture, which is a major advantage compared to traditional real estate. These incentives weren't designed for quick exit. They favor patient capital. And that's exactly why certain property types perform better than others inside opportunity zones. Auto properties don't rely on trends, they rely on necessity. When people hear opportunity zone real estate, they usually think apartments or mixed-use projects. But industrial and auto-related properties often outperform expectations because their fundamentals are different. Auto properties benefit from predictable service-driven demand. Cars always need repair and maintenance. They typically have lower vacancy risk than discretionary retail, and they face high barriers to entry due to zoning, environmental rules, and permitting. That's important because those same barriers protect existing operators. And in an opportunity zone, improvements and upgrades often align naturally with OZ requirements, making auto facilities a strong fit. Now let's talk about a real example where all this comes together. This is the kind of opportunity zone deal that rarely comes up in Los Angeles. 7028 Canby and Reseda represents something unusually hard to find. A fully operational, permitted, and licensed auto body facility located in an opportunity zone with immediate cash flow capability. This isn't a future story. This is a right now asset. You're looking at a 6847 square foot industrial building on a 0.18 acre lot, zoned M1 in a high demand industrial corridor. And that zoning matters because it's increasingly difficult to replicate. But the real value is in what's already in place. The heavy lifting here has already been done. This facility includes 40 plus on-site parking spaces, which is rare for auto use in LA. It has 5 service bays, 4 lifts already installed, and a fully permitted operational spray booth. All current licenses transfer with the sale. There's a clean phase 1 environmental report, so this is not a value-add story that depends on future approvals or hope. The entitlements, permit, and infrastructure are already in place, and that creates a very specific kind of opportunity. This is what real opportunity actually looks like. The seller is retiring, which creates a rare chance to acquire an established auto body operation where a new owner can take possession, step into a functioning facility, and begin operations day one. No permitting delays, no entitlement risk, no major capital improvements required. In an opportunity zone context, this is huge because instead of spending years stabilizing a project, you're earning income immediately while holding an asset position for long-term tax-advantaged appreciation. And for owner-operators, this is where the math really starts to matter. What if your rent payment built equity instead. For owner-operators, 7028 Canby offers a compelling alternative to leasing. SBA 504 financing is available. That means roughly 10% down, or about $289,000, and an estimated monthly payment of around $18,000 per month. That payment is comparable to high-end commercial rent in Los Angeles. The difference? You're not paying a landlord. You're building equity in a hard-to-replace asset. You also protect yourself from rent increases, lease non-renewals, and relocation risk, while still capturing opportunity zone upsides. But this deal isn't just for owner-operators. This is defensive real estate. From an investor standpoint, the appeal is straightforward. You can lease the property to an established auto operator, hold in a supply-constrained industrial corridor, and benefit from long-term opportunity zone tax treatment on appreciation. Auto body facilities with permitted spray booths and clean environmental history are extremely difficult to entitle today, especially in Los Angeles. That scarcity is what makes them defensive. And there's another layer of flexibility here most people overlook. Opportunity zones don't replace 1031s. They change the end game. Most owners think of a 1031 exchange when capital gains are involved, and for good reason. 1031s allow you to defer taxes indefinitely by exchanging into like-kind property, but taxes are never eliminated, only postponed. Opportunity zones offer a different outcome. With an OZ, the original gain is deferred, but future appreciation can be permanently tax-free after 10 years. And that's the real win. And 7028 Canby works for both strategies as a stabilized income-producing asset for 1031 buyers under time pressure, or as a long-term OZ hold with immediate cash flow. And that flexibility is what makes this deal rare. Opportunity zone should enhance a strong deal, not replace one. 7028 Canby works with or without opportunity zone benefits. It's turnkey. It has clean environmental. Licenses and permits are in place. Financing is available and it's usable immediately. The opportunity zone designation simply amplifies the long-term upside. For experienced investors and owner-operators who understand fundamentals, this is exactly how opportunity zones were meant to be used. If you want details on the property, financing, or structuring options, call or text 818-430-8497. This one is worth understanding fully.